welcome to Expert Zone Level Up. I'm Hannah Dethridge, your host, and I'm joined by our resident gaming expert, Tom Mosley, which is very fitting because it is Cyberpunk launch day. Oh my God, Tom, how are you feeling?
I'm super excited, super stressed, because on the lead up in the countdown, it got to like 3 minutes to go, and I went, I don't think we have game sound coming through, so I'm going to be trying to fix that while Hannah's doing some bits and pieces. But other than that, I'm super excited. And I realised that when we were talking about the title and going, it's first play, etc., etc.,
Yes.
etc., I did stay up till midnight last night and play about an hour and a half. So technically, I've played a little bit. And from what I played, I'm super excited for.
So it's not exactly first play for you, but it's first play for me because
Yes.
I'm saving it until Christmas because it's going to be my Christmas game. Let me know, guys, in the chat, if it's first viewing for you. Have you played before? Are you on this journey with us together, or let us know what's going on. And talking of the chat, I'm going to say hi to a few people.
Go
So,
for it.
hello to Daggercass. Hope you are well, sir. I've seen that you've been playing Cyberpunk because I booted it up this morning and I saw Daggercast Cyberpunk. So I know you've been playing. We've got Z3RO24 numbers and letters. Hey, I hope you're okay. It's 024, but me and my brain read that out as letters and numbers because I'm an idiot. So hello, and you're playing right now. So awesome. Let us know what you think. We've got Vintage Gaming. Hello, thank you for being here. We've got Watty. We've got, I think that's everybody in so far. So if there's anybody else, say hey. And yeah, we'll just shout you out as we go along.
Yeah.
What else we got going on, Tom? Are you still doing
I'm hoping. I'm just restarting the console at the moment to hope it kind of fixes it.
Okay.
And I'm so used to looking at my second webcam that when we're on stream, I need to face this webcam. So excuse me if I keep doing this to talk to you. Actually, I should be staring here. I should put googly eyes on that. That's what a lot of my friends do.
Yeah.
Is they put googly eyes on their webcam so they know exactly where to look.
That's a good shout. Usually, when it's on, you've got that little red light as well, which helps you out. But I have it on neither of mine, so I'm just sort of hoping for the best.
My camera's got a blue light to say it's on and it's doing stuff, and I still seem to just ignore it.
Still not looking at it. We've had a few other people join. Tassin, hello. Hope you're well. And Mike Hanfield, great Cyberpunk shit, guys. You're breathtaking. No, sir. You're breathtaking. Amazing quote from the amazing Keanu Reeves. So I'm super excited for tonight. I posted a post out earlier on Instagram, and it said something along the lines of, when I first heard that CD Projekt Red, the guys who made the Witcher series, of course, were making a new open world immersive RPG title, I was invested. And then Keanu Reeves steps out at E3 and calls us all breathtaking, and then I was like, I'll just give you my money, like whatever it is, I'm here for it. And now it's here, and I just can't believe it. The journey that we've all been on.
What was the big thing for you that when you found out Cyberpunk was coming out, what was it that goes, yes, 100% this game?
I think it's because I'm such a huge Witcher fan.
Yep.
So the fact that the guys that were the minds and soul behind the Witcher franchise, I just knew I'd love it. And then seeing the little snippets, seeing the neon and Night City and the life, and it's just so cool. It's very fast paced. It's very different to the medieval kind of world of The Witcher, and this is all futuristic and it looks awesome. So great question though, Tom. Guys in the chat, let us know what it was that hooked you. What hooked you, Tom? What got you in?
I think very much similar to yourself. I'm a huge Witcher fan from, really, I hadn't played a Witcher game before until Witcher 3. I kind of fell in love with Witcher 3 and all the characters and the story and the lore. It was CD Projekt Red that I then found out about because of the Witcher 3. And then, as you said, when they said they were making a futuristic RPG game, I was like, I'm already sold. It's already an RPG. It's science fiction. Like, you know, I'm a Mass Effect fan, so that's instantly ticks all my boxes. And then when I started seeing gameplay, the fact that it was first person, I know a lot of people were like, oh, it's nothing like The Witcher because it's first person. But for me, another one of the franchises that I really, really enjoy playing is Deus Ex. And this reminds me so much of a more elaborate, more in-depth Deus Ex. It just started ticking more and more boxes for me. So yeah, for me, it was just an amalgamation of everything to do that.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited to get started. How long did you take creating your character?
45 minutes last night.
Okay. We won't take that long tonight. Promise.
Yes,
promise.
Promise.
Hello to Derek, who's just joined as well. Shall I talk about the little code that's highlighted in the corner?
This way.
Awesome. So, we are on season 8 of Expert Zone level up,
Mhm.
and you should know by now, guys, if you've joined us for a long time. But if you don't, if you're new, then I'll tell you. So we have these codes in the top corner, and that's for you guys to take and put into Expert Zone, because if you are Expert Zone verified, you will be in with a chance of winning our end of season prize. And our prize is a good one. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Drum roll, please, Tom. Yes, it is a physical copy of Watch Dogs Legion. Awesome game. A physical copy of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Awesome game. And a physical copy of Cyberpunk. Awesome game,
And
of
also,
course.
you get 3 Cyberpunk postcards with that order as
Oh,
well.
that's cool. That's really
Well,
cool.
it said
But
I
not
got
only
them, so
that,
hopefully it ships with the game when
Okay.
it went to the warehouse.
fingers crossed. But not only that, you get Shock Blue, a new generation controller. So super
I'm
cool.
holding it on
And a
camera
USB.
just so you know, Hannah.
Okay, awesome. And a USB Type-C rechargeable battery pack as well. And all of that together combined is over £200 worth of value, but priceless when it comes to feeling content. So it's a good prize.
100%. I think it's a great prize. I think it's a great prize. As I say, it is a shorter season this year. This year. This season is a shorter season. So
This season.
it is a slightly less value of other seasons that we've done. I know we did an Xbox One X custom built previously. Because it is a shorter season. That's why we've got a smaller prize, but I still think an amazing prize. 3 physical games, a controller, a new controller as well, and the new rechargeable
You say
battery.
that, but these 3 games are probably my 3, apart from Plants vs Zombies that I'm really into at the moment, are probably my 3 like must-play games right now.
I still haven't played Valhalla,
awesome.
so don't kill me yet.
It's good. It's
I'm
good.
hoping to get it for Christmas. So.
Do you have any news, Tom? We always do some news on these
yes.
streams.
So I just
Do you want to give
had
us some
it up.
news?
So, a few little things to kind of mention this week about things that have been happening in the world of gaming. For any of you out there that have kids or are guardians for children, or look after kids on like for babysitting and house sitting and all those bits and pieces, there has been some new features that landed today with the Xbox Family Settings app on mobile, and it's going to help manage those kids' gaming habits. So from screen time to content restrictions and all those bits and pieces, loads of new features launched into that app. So if that is something that you really, really care about and you use on a regular basis, we have got some new things for that as well. So make sure you download the update for that, and you can be able to crack on.
Amazing.
We also have some free play days. Not everybody likes free stuff, right?
Oh,
Do you like free stuff, Hannah?
love free stuff.
Cool. I don't know if I look the right way then. Am I looking? Yeah, I am looking the right way. So I've got a window covering up our streaming software, so I can't actually see what's going on right now.
Oh,
So we have got some free play days. We have Gears 5. So if you aren't on Game Pass, you can then play Gears 5 for free. Metro 2033 Redux and Book of Demons. So that is all from today until end of Sunday. So we've got from today until the end of the weekend to give those games a go, see what you think. And Metro, I thought to say Metro's on Game Pass as well. Metro recently left Game Pass. If you're a fan of Gears 5, always feel free to pick up Game Pass as well. And give that a go. Give that a go.
Awesome. Thank you for the news.
Penultimately,
Oh, is there more news?
we have a little bit more.
There's more news.
There's more news.
Oh,
Penultimately, I just want to shout out to Xbox Game Pass, cloud gaming. Over the course of the last couple of months, they've hit some amazing numbers. But with that, obviously, there's a load of percentages and increase and all those bits and pieces that we won't go through. But one of the big questions around cloud gaming is that it's currently only available on Android devices. But that is about to change. So, in spring 2021, cloud gaming is going to be coming to PC and iOS devices.
wow. That's big
so
news.
We've got plenty of things to look forward to. So if you are an iOS device and you've been waiting for cloud gaming, 2021 is going to be your year. It's going to be a better year than 2020 just because of that, point blank, to be honest. Loads of new games announced to come to Game Pass as well. And that's, coming to console and coming to Game Pass. The list is quite long. I'm not going to read through it because really, as much as the news is cool, it's good to know what's happening. We're here to play Cyberpunk, right?
We are here to play Cyberpunk. Oh my god. I really want to ask the guys who are watching, how long do you think it will take Tom to create the character? Because we all know there is so much character customization in this game. So please tell me what you think, because I think it's going to take a while, Tom.
Well, I think I spent a long time creating the character for my own personal one because it's going to one that I'm going to be using for the next however many hours it's going to take. We are going to be starting a new game today. So what I'm pretty much going to get the chat to do is to go male or female, which faction, and then we'll use I'll quickly flick through all the customizable options, but we're not going to change anything for the sake of this stream. Which means you guys
maybe
can
hit
spend
some
the time.
random. I like it when is there a random toggle? Maybe hit some random, see what we get.
I think I saw a random thing, so we'll wait and see what actually happens. We will wait.
Oh, Daggercast said something amazing. We should give him a time limit. We should give you like an 8-minute, really specific time limit.
7 minutes
8
and
minutes.
47 seconds.
Let's see if you can do it in 7 minutes and 47 seconds. And guys, let us know what you want to see on this character. And hey to Hey DJ that's joined. Hello.
Hello, sir.
So are you ready, Tom?
Yes, I think I am. I'm 95% sure that you guys will be able to hear audio. I know.
Please let us know if you can.
I know I won't be able to hear audio. Thankfully, subtitles are on as default, so I can keep on with the story. It'll just probably be the fact that I won't know where the bullets are coming from because obviously 3D audio and spatial audio that comes with the Xbox is going to help with that. But let's switch across to gameplay.
Let's go. I'm just going to shout out a comment before you take the reins.
Go.
Vintage Gamer has said that they were stuck for a week on their Xbox gamer tag, so character creation takes a full day. And I just want to say I feel you on the Xbox gamer tag. It's a daunting task for us all. Go on then, Tom.
I believe there is audio. I've just checked on my phone. I believe I heard audio behind what we were talking about. So fingers crossed you guys can hear it as well. But let's jump into it. Let's jump in, as Xbox always keeps saying, and let's jump into a new game. What I really, really, really hope is that I'm not overwriting what I've done. But we'll wait and see.
Oh, well.
It doesn't say.
Do you know
it doesn't say that it's going to be anything.
Okay. I'm really excited to see this because, of course, you're playing it on the Series X.
I am.
So I want to see these loading times. I want to see we're just bang, bang, bang into everything. I'm really excited.
So we are streaming out, obviously, across all of our platforms in 720p. As much as I'm playing the game in 1080, it can, as I'm on a 1080p monitor, and it can go all the way up to 4K. And later next year, 2021, they are going to be releasing the next generation patch, which is with Smart Delivery on Xbox. So you get that update for free, which is amazing.
It is amazing.
But yeah, you have multiple difficulties to pick from, all with their own individual artwork, which I kind of like as well. So easy if you just want to sit back, enjoy the story. If you just don't want overly difficult combat, no challenge whatsoever. I like how V has just stood there next to his car, smoking a cigarette. Moving to normal, enemies have everything they need to kind of try and take V down, but they are only higher level enemies will prove difficulty, and you pull out the handgun for normal. As you move into hard, it gets substantially more challenging. Enemies have more health, they deal more damage, they've got more tools to be able to take you down, they're smarter. And you've got the machine gun for this one. Things are starting to become on fire. And then very hard, the world is on fire, you've got all your cybernetics out, ready to go, and you've got to be really careful about how you develop your character. The choices you make in this game, when it comes to upgrades or when it comes to the actual physical choices you make when it comes to your speech and the stuff you do in game, everything has to be thought about. So yeah, for the sake of the demo, this is not a demo, this is a stream, Hannah.
It is.
For the sake of the stream, we're going to stick on normal. I'm personally playing on hard myself. Let me just turn it down a little.
All right, show off.
But you know me, I play every single game on generally the hardest difficulty, but I'll play it on hard.
I'm sure you just saw fire and you were like, yes things are on fire, I'm in.
So we have our next choice, Hannah. Well, our first choice is what faction do we want to be part of? So what's great about the factions is it starts the game in a different place depending on what faction you are. So the opening prologue is completely different depending on what you pick. So we have the nomads, which are roaming the Badlands, looting scrapyards, raiding fuel depots. Life on the road wasn't easy, but growing up in the nomad clan has its perks: honesty, integrity, and the love of freedom. Qualities that few in Night City possess and no amount of money can buy. So that's if you want to be a nomad and you'll start out in the Badlands. We have the street kids, and they say if you want to understand the streets, you've got to live in them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers, you were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak, and the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City you will have yet to break. And then finally, we have the corpos. So few leave the corporate world with their lives, fewer still with their souls intact. You've been there, you've bent the rules, exploited secrets and weaponized information. There is no such thing as fair game, only winners and losers.
This is cool. And I love that straight away you already have like an ideology about how your character should be or how you want them to be. That's so cool. We've got Daggercast in the chat saying Corpo.
Cool.
I vote Street Kid just because just neon and cool and street cred and being from the streets. I don't know if anybody else wants to let us know. What are you going to go
I've
with?
done a Corpo playthrough
Okay.
as my initial one. Selfishly, I'd really like to see a Street Kid start or a Nomad start because it's not something that I've seen already.
Okay, Vintage Gaming says Nomad.
We've got one for Nomad, one for Street Kid, and one for Corpo at the moment.
Yes, we do.
Daggercast went for Nomad.
do.
So if Daggercast went for Nomad, Jess has gone for Street Kid. I've gone for Street Kid. Go for Nomad. So
Should we go for Nomad?
Should we go for Nomad?
Nomad, Badlands, yeah.
Badlands, and that way we're not, Hannah. When you start it, we're not spoiling obviously the start for Street Kid.
Yeah, because I'll go for Street Kid.
There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
So next choice, very quickly, male or female? We all know what I pick. Let's not get into it now. It's not the time or the place.
You pick female, I pick male, so
There we go. Very quickly, guys, in chat, let us know. Shall I play as a male character or a female character?
first one to
one
comment
come
we will go with. Waiting with bated breath.
Waiting. I pick male because of boobs on stream. That is very, very true. Should probably.
We've got 2 votes for male, 1 for female.
Let's go male because of we don't want to get banned on Twitch or any other social platform because we've shown naked breasts on stream.
Oh, do you not have underwear when you are
in this character
creating
creation? When you first summon, you just get this like shoulder up. Your character is completely naked down below.
Amazing.
The woman is wearing. They're both wearing underwear. Just the woman's not wearing a bra. So when it zoomed out, I was like, "Oh my god, there's breasts!" I was like, "Oh, that shocked me. I was not expecting to see it."
I love that you can customize everything. Honestly, I think it's incredible, and I think it makes it so much more inclusive for every single person on the planet. It's awesome.
100%. So I'm just going to scroll down. Right thumbstick scrolls down. This is every single option you have to customize your character. There is loads, absolutely loads to customize. There is, if I move over to the left hand side, there are a couple of presets, so we can kind of go into there, get some presets done, or I believe that is a there we go, we've got a randomizer.
Random.
Hannah, I'm going to ask you, how many times am I pressing the randomizer button?
7.
7. So I've pressed it once already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Welcome to our character. We have a beard.
Just catching up.
We have a top knot. We have very pink jewelry. And we have plenty of tattoos.
Amazing.
So this is going to be our character. This is going to be V. V is your main character. You can't change the name.
Do you know what I love? That this is like Valhalla. If Eivor was in
Valhalla.
Cyberpunk, this is what Eivor would look like. That's amazing.
So yeah, this is our brand new character. This is V. Let's crack on. The next thing we need to look at is our attributes. Now, what's quite cool about these attributes, it doesn't actually force you into a certain playstyle. When it comes to your body, this is body depends your raw physical power. In addition to allowing you to force open doors, each level of body will add 5 health points, stamina points, increase damage with fists, etc. Intelligence is all around kind of how what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of hacking. And your critical hit chance and all that sort of stuff. All those bits and pieces. Reflex is about evasion and once again critical hit chance. How good you are with your mantis blades, which is a cybernetic you can get throughout the game. Technical ability is all about how you use technology. And cool isn't how cool you are, but how cool you stay under pressure. So it's you can obviously here we've got increased stealth damage. And if you are under loads of fire, you keep your recoil down and all of those sort of stuff. Everything starts at a base level of 3. However, we have 7 additional points that we can put into stuff. I put call up to 6, technical ability up to 6, and then reflexes up to 5 for me. So yeah.
We need body though, because we've got Viking-esque.
Okay,
so we need some muscles.
Let's put body up to max up to 6. So we're going to get loads of increased bits and pieces, melee damage.
Force all those doors open.
Should we go ultra body, ultra cool, and then have some evasion? If we're going to be up close and personal with people, we probably need some evasion, right? And we'll put 1 into evasion. We've spent our 7 points, but this is completely down to yourself. And the reason I said it doesn't overly matter how you play the game is that, say for example, we put everything into body, but then all we did was stealth, we would actually upgrade our stealth ability, and if we then started hacking everything, our technical ability would grow, but our body wouldn't. So you can, it doesn't fix you into doing any specific thing. So which is really
awesome.
Good.
It just gives you that head start, I guess.
It gives you that head start. So depending on what attribute level you are, determines your max level of that specific attribute. So because we've maxed out body, we can max out our body skills. However, because we haven't done anything with reflexes, it means we're only going to be limited to what we can do when it comes to reflexes. So you do have to think about it a little bit, but it doesn't constrict you to how you're going to play, which I think is cool.
Okay, I'm excited.
Here we are. So it's completely different, which is really cool. So how I started. So you've got a couple of choices throughout your actions and your words. First off, all we have to do is remove our patch. Click X to remove the patch. I guess we're leaving the bakers. Bakers. I'm going with bakers.
You said it was nothing.
I can read, I promise.
You said you were sure.
I love how cool the graphics are and the quality of the first person. Just the environment is wicked.
And everything, because we are a cybernetic, naturally in this world in Night City in 2077, everybody is pretty much a cybernetic. They have enhancements.
Yeah.
So your HUD is actually what you would see if you had all of these enhancements. So it makes all the difference in all those bits and pieces. And I like that the subtitles kind of appear over the thing that's being said. So you can kind of go, okay, there's something happening over here. I can go over here. You can hear what's going on. Obviously, I can read it, all those bits and pieces. But ultra detailed. But I'm going to go over to the mechanic. And anything in blue is optional. So it's just generating conversation, generating lore.
Okay.
Anything in yellow is going to advance the conversation. So yeah, you can go into as much detail or as little detail as you actually want, which I think is really, really cool.
That's awesome.
So we've had a quick chat. So we're going to pay him for what's agreed, and he's disagreeing. So we're going to check the engine and we're going to do it ourselves because obviously we're from the Badlands.
Yeah, we are from the Badlands. And oh yeah.
And we're going to hotwire, so he'll bypass the coupling.
I'm gonna bypass
because obviously I know exactly what I'm doing when it comes to cars, right?
Yeah, of course you do. I love that he did literally move the mechanic out of the way.
Yeah, shove.
Come on, Tom, you can do it.
I think I've done it.
I'm going to ask the chat a question. I'm going to ask.
Go for it.
As this is futuristic and everyone has these cyber parts to them, what do you guys think in terms of that being a reality? Do you think we're really close to that being a thing, or do you think it is going to be very far, far away? Do you think you'll see it in your lifetime? That is the question. What do you think, Tom?
Well, you kind of look at prosthetics nowadays. People that have been unfortunate through to accident or illness that have lost limbs. You see some amazing prosthetics already. And I think it is almost that, yes, it's not as advanced as this is, but I think we have that technology there, and I think maybe in the next 50 years we'll start to see some really advanced prosthetics and some not necessarily augmentations, because I think there'll be something against human rights in some way, shape, or form when it comes to that sort of thing, but. I think the ability to have some advanced prosthetics to help people that are missing limbs or have a disability is going to be a real thing.
That is definitely something for accessibility that would be awesome, and I guess that's a real life need rather than in this game where we're trying to find the immortality chip.
Yeah. So
am I correct?
That's the basis of the whole story. That's what you're trying to get to. You're trying to get the chip that you can put into your head that makes you immortal.
Wow.
So that's the basis of the story. That's not a spoiler. It has been Has been discussed in trailers and all those bits and pieces as well. Yeah, that's the basis of the overall story. But to be honest, even the prologue of what I played as the Corpo style, of the Corpo gang, faction is the right word I'm using there, is they didn't even reference that yet. I haven't even got to that point in the prologue and the kind of first mission. So yeah, it doesn't kind of throw you straight into it. You kind of build you up to all those bits and pieces. So.
Awesome. I'm going to shout out George Leon, who's joined the stream. Hey, George. And I'm also going to shout out your character's beautiful nails, Tom, because it's a vibe.
Oh, yeah. Yellow nails.
To tell him what's brought you here.
And what I quite like, even like this is a cutscene, I can't really do much. I can still look around, which I think, which is all good.
My mistake.
Oh, the graphics are insane. Like, all the tiny little bits of detail in the car. You've got somebody, is it a sheriff who's talking to you?
Yeah, Sheriff's talking to me. You can kind of see some of the reflections. You see some of the Cybertronics that he's got. Some options are timed, so you've got to make a decision really, really quickly. That's quite easy because there's only one option. You either say that or say nothing. But sometimes there are multiple options. I'm not going to say anything here to see what happens.
So in other RPGs, sometimes you don't say things and it actually is more beneficial than saying something.
Do you ever get to a point when you want to say something and you go, oh, that's a really, really good answer, and then they're really offensive when you pick that answer, and you're like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, all the time.
I'll just fix it and go.
It's always the way. Always the way. What I quite like about it, like at the beginning when we were when we were looking in the mirror and taking our patch off, is that if you move the right analog stick to look around the environment, your character is a reflection. You see their head move. It's just like the really little details like
cool.
that. As much as you wouldn't necessarily need to notice that, they didn't need to put that in. But someone would pick on the fact that, oh, the reflections, the head don't turn. So it's those small details that I think make this game as good as it's going to be.
You need to remember how immersive this is and how immersive the character creation is. So for you to invest all that time and effort into this character, if you choose to, I mean, this character is with you on your whole journey in this massive, massive game. So those tiny little details are beneficial, and it's what I get really excited for. Oh, I get too invested into characters, Tom.
And I was having a chat with Jer the other day about Cyberpunk. I think it was yesterday before launch. A review came out and it said, this is not a futuristic GTA. As much as you can explore the world and you can drive around as much as you want to.
I heard this place is famous for its hospitality.
You can't just steal any car. This is the future. They have advanced security and all those bits and pieces. You can unlock a perk later down the line that it means you can steal any car. So if you haven't got your car around, you've got that. Hannah, when you play The Witcher, you can get on any horse.
Yeah.
But do you always call Roach?
Yeah.
Because you become attached to Roach, right?
Yeah. And it's the same with, like, from thinking about Red Dead as well. I always go for my horse.
Yeah, 100%. You pick your own horse. There's other things you can ride, but you pick your own. So what CD Projekt Red have done with the car in this is that over the course of the game, you become attached to your car. So when it comes to the point of, oh, you have the option of stealing a car, but you don't want to because you have your own car to drive, and that's what they want. They want the same attachment people had with Roach that they're going to have with the car in Cyberpunk as well, which I think is really cool. Oh, Mr. Turning.
So Wookie Webster's put something in the chat, and that just reminds me of another aspect of the game, and has put that there is a song in the first Brain Dance, which is what it's called, that could get you a DMCA strike to combat the singer of the song, along with the studio that has its own call to enjoy the game and the song. And there's just that in itself as just a little side thing to do. There's so much detail in what you can do. So do you know how the brain dances work, Tom?
Slightly. There we go. So that's a very good reminder. So thank you very much for saying about like the copyright strikes and bits and pieces like that. Is that if you are going to stream Cyberpunk, you can disable copyrighted music. So you can stream it without an issue of those strikes and all those bits and pieces. It was something I was meant to talking about earlier and completely forgot. What was the original question?
It was more of a statement. It was more of a statement about the song in the first Brain Dance that could get you a DMCA strike.
Okay.
To combat the singer of the song along.
And you were asking about what Brain
along with the
Dances
studio.
are.
Yeah, and then I asked about Brain Dance.
So yeah, I haven't encountered a Brain Dance in my own gameplay, but I have kind of sim the videos and all those bits and pieces. And it is it the one that enables you to kind of see what's happened with the crimes, and you can get into other people's heads and all those bits and pieces? Is that the right thing I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I think so. I actually lost what you said, so I didn't hear you.
No,
But I'm sure it was exactly the right thing.
So yeah, it enables you to have the option to kind of hack into other people's optics and see what they saw to solve crimes and all those bits that you wouldn't have been able to get from any living person. But you've managed to hack into these optics and this person's brain to understand what's been going on. Yeah, it helps you get more lore and then other dialogue options when it comes to finding out more information later in the game. So there's loads of stuff you can do.
Awesome. So we're in the
William
Badlands
McCoy,
now,
it's good to hear your voice.
but there are 6 districts.
Yeah, so
Is there around the outskirts? And then I think the Badlands is the 7th district.
yeah, so within Night City there are 6 different districts, and it gives you the ability to have different aesthetics in each area. So it's same with when you kind of looked in, when you look at The Witcher, you look at GTA. There are areas of the world that are different to others. It might be a really open Greenland in The Witcher, then you've got your cities and all those bits and pieces. It just gives those different aesthetics and different characters, different cars, different gangs, different factions, all those bits and pieces. It just gives you an option to have different things to explore and interact with. There may be, you may have to go to a Corpo faction area to get certain upgrades, because there's more money in the Corpo faction area, so they've got bigger and better upgrades. But if you want some kind of more brutal kind of upgrades, you may go to the Badlands, where they're kind of making their own, and they don't adhere to the rules and type stuff. So yeah, you've got loads of different areas to explore. Because what I quite like about the Badlands is that the game is centralized around Night City, but as a nomad, you start nowhere near Night City. You can see it in the background, as we can see here, but we're not there right now. We're experiencing a whole other side of the game, which I think is really, really cool.
It is awesome. It's super cool. And I really like the fact that different people will react to you differently in the different areas. So if you commit a crime somewhere, you might get way more of a punishment than you would if you commit a crime somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%. And when you say, for example, I'm a Corpo. If I commit a crime in that area and I get approached by Corpo police, I can use my leverage as a Corpo to get out of that crime. Whereas if I was a Corpo and came to the Badlands, I'd probably be shot on sight because they don't agree with like the corporations and all that sort of stuff. So it really can make a huge difference to your play style and how you play the game, depending on what faction you start with.
So, what are you doing, Tom? What's your character? What's V doing
V
right now?
has just fixed a radio station. As I said, unfortunately, I can't hear what's going on, but I'm trying to catch up on subtitles and bits and pieces. Oh, I've just run over someone. I apologise.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, they're still alive. They're still alive. It's fine. I think I've just been spotted hitting someone, and now people are now cautious of me. But we're heading out of our kind of starting location, heading to a meeting place for a meeting. I'm going to assume because it's a meeting place. Don't have to stay on the roads. You can go off-road as well. The car reacts differently to being off-road than it does on tarmac, as you'd kind of expect. So taking elements from like Forza Horizon 4, depending if you're driving in water or it's raining or anything like that, the different ground affects how the car reacts as I'm bouncing through the terrain. But
it's awesome.
I have a right.
It's a pretty stunning looking game.
Yeah, like you just look at kind of some of the details, like the really, really amazing draw distance. You can kind of see the village or town we've just come from still there. It hasn't rendered out. Details of the grasses, the cactus, all those bits and pieces. Like it's stunning, and I can't wait to kind of play this in like true 4K. I said I've only been playing on my monitor so far, so I'm looking forward to getting some bigger and better details of what's going on. There are collectibles and things you can collect throughout each area. So this is Jackie, as it's forced me into this conversation as I've entered this in. This is your kind of main contact throughout the game. If you are a street kid or a corpo, you already know Jackie. He's been part of your life for a while. But because you are a nomad, you've been out of it. You're looking for him for information to be able to work together to do something. That you have no idea who he is, and you have different conversations with him.
So, is this when V becomes like a mercenary, a hired gun,
yes.
a gun for hire?
So it's because of what happens. Well, I can only talk from the Corpo playstyle. I'm sure we'll find out with this Nomad playstyle now. Is something happens in the Corpo lifestyle that means that you then go, no, what, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm going to become a mercenary. I'm going to work with Jackie to take back and to fight the resistance kind of thing. So that's kind of what it is.
And you? I guess.
Cool. And there's some cool characters that have been revealed in like the launch trailers and the gameplay so far. Jackie being one of them.
Yeah,
Johnny Silverhand being another.
Yeah, good old Keanu Reeves.
Shout out to Keanu.
Loaded in the car.
So talk to Jackie. So yeah, there's things that you can collect. So I can collect this pack of cards. It's only a bit of junk, but it will give me 3 monies, as I don't actually know what the currency is in the game. But yeah, there's loads of different things I can collect. There's some collectibles, which means that I get a bit more lore around it. If you're really interested in the backstories and all those bits and pieces, you can kind of read through all of these. Loads to collect. And there is consumable items as well. So this is Nicola Blue. So for 450 seconds, it gives me benefit to hydration, which increases my max stamina by 10% and my regeneration by 50% per second. So if I'm going into a fight that I know I'm going to use a lot of stamina, every action you take consumes stamina, whether it's sprinting or punching or attacking with a sword. It all consumes stamina. So as you level up, you'll get better stamina, but you can also take things that make it better for you as well.
So do you have an inventory? What does it look like in terms of the inventory and
There we go.
everything in the menu?
So inventory, it opens up into backpack or cyberware. I can then go into backpack and I can see everything that I've got currently. So I've got a multiple of components, and you can use components to craft. So if I actually pick across to the crafting area,
Love crafting.
you can craft bigger and better weapons. You can craft ranged weapons, melee weapons, clothing, consumables, grenades, attachments and modifications, cyberware, and quick hacks. And then kind of an all items thing as well, which I think is really cool.
There's a lot of detail that has gone into building this.
100%. But yeah, you can change your clothes. Because I started in the Corpo lifestyle, I didn't start with a weapon. I don't have a weapon to hand.
Okay.
However,
just your mind.
Just my mind, right? And my stealthy abilities. But as a nomad, I start with a Nova pistol, because that's typical of what you would start with, or what your weapon you would have within the game. So there's loads of different elements. It's always worth exploring the area, and then you have got your map as well to kind of showcase the different districts and kind of areas that you're in.
Tiger Nichols shout out has popped into chat saying,
Here he is.
this either is read as or like ew, I'm not sure, but just checked my Xbox. My Cyberpunk is still downloading. Crafting looks decent. Thank you, Greg.
Of course I do.
I'm really excited. I want to see Dexter Deshawn. I know he's in here, and you've mentioned about crafting and crafting clothes, and there's a lot of effort's gone into clothes, and I know Dexter has got boots on that have the Witcher emblem on them as a bit of an Easter egg, and I just want to see them.
Isn't he reasonably hidden in the world though as well? He's not like a core character that you speak to regularly, or is he?
He's somebody that has a lot of influence. I think a lot of passing trade, a lot of stuff that happens.
Okay.
He knows about. Dexter knows about what's going on. So anybody who comes in that's new, anybody that's doing crimes, anybody that's trading or whatever, he'll know what's going on.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So
he's like,
I am now at the border crossing from the Badlands to Night City.
Awesome.
And you'll probably see it just flashed up a minute ago there. I've got to wait here, I think. Is that this enemy had a skull above their head? There we go. You can see the skull now. And basically what that means is this enemy is way too powerful for me to take on at my current level.
Oh, don't do it.
So
don't do it.
Don't take these guys on. Wait until you've leveled up a little bit. and then you can come back to these areas and kind of take them out if you so wish. Enemies will drop
We've all been there.
weapons and clothing and items and consumables and all those bits and pieces. So you know you're gonna get something. You're gonna get some loot for taking out some people and bits and pieces.
Awesome.
But currently,
I'm going to ask the chat. Oh, sorry.
No, go.
I'm going to ask the chat. Are you somebody that if you see an individual, a person that you need to fight, and you see that their level is a lot higher than yours, are you somebody that goes, it's cool, I'm gonna go try it anyway, or do you like retreat and press the abort button and run? Because I'd like to know. Because some people do, they're just like, I'm just gonna try and see what happens. And playing Valhalla at the minute, I'm definitely not doing that. No.
So you normally someone that goes, you know what, I'll wait until I'm a higher level, then come back.
Right.
I wait till I'm higher than that level. So if I see an enemy that's level 90, I'll wait until I'm about 105 and then I'll come back.
Fair enough.
Oh.
So
Take the money. Take the money.
we cars being scanned. We're transporting across the border. Oh, nearly got run over.
There's a lot of running over going on.
Some weapons that shouldn't be transported across the border. So I do have some bribe money that I've been able to get through the border.
Yes.
But I do have to place my weapon. I have to give my weapon over going into the area. So we're now weaponless and defenseless.
But it's okay because we've got all these body stats, so we can just pack a punch.
Pack a punch. Now we've got to head to room 2. Open. Hello, mister.
Please sit.
We'll take a seat. Thank you very much. He's got
Daggercast has
cybertronic
said,
hands.
I give it a go and then I run away. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, do you always try and like give it a go and like, oh, am I good enough to take it down? And then realize, no, not good.
I think for me it's because, and Wookie said he did it in The Witcher 3, got slaughtered and then got caught in an infinite death loop. And I think it was me and the werewolf. There's a werewolf in The Witcher 3 that is very hard to beat if you are, even if you're the same level as a werewolf, it's very hard to kill.
The one in the
and
cave?
since then,
The white
just
one?
don't do it. Yeah, the one in the cave. No thanks.
There's one additional enclosure.
What's happening now, Tom? You've been interviewed.
So I'm being interviewed. So the scans brought up something bad, which
Dodgy.
I'm
Something
dodgy.
dodgy.
I'm now being interviewed by the border guard, and he's looked at the manifest and gone, "Oh, what are you actually transporting?" And I was, "Oh no, wait a minute, I forgot to give you this as well, which is the bribe money."
Oh, okay.
So yeah, getting a few questions about who I'm driving for, all those bits and pieces, and yeah, hopefully going through all these actions, we'll get through the border and be able to continue on with our mission as well.
So, guys in the chat, tell us what you think of the Badlands beginning so far. Is it different? Is it much different to what you've seen on the other districts? What do you think about V being a nomad?
Nomad.
Let me know, mad. Oh, do you know what else I'm really excited for, Tom?
What's that?
Edge Runners,
Welcome to Night City.
the anime
Oh, yeah, thank
from
you.
Trigger
I was like,
Studios.
I can't remember what that is.
It's launching on Netflix in 2022, which will be based in Night City. So
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I think I love anything that kind of expands on a story that I love. So with the Witcher Netflix series, I love the fact that it continued on, not say continued on, but it continued on the story and the backstory of Geralt and all of that. I think I love finding more bits and pieces out. I said I read the books for The Witcher. So the fact that they're doing this automatically for Cyberpunk, they're not kind of waiting to go, oh, is it a hit, is it not? We'll wait and see. They've gone, you know what, we want to give you guys as much as possible, so we're just going to go for it, which I think is awesome.
Well, yeah, and Cyberpunk itself, this is Cyberpunk 2077, but there's been many years of different Cyberpunk stories in many different forms. We've had a lot of paper forms, which is really, really cool because, you know, we both have played Dungeons and Dragons and we both like a proper board game. So a proper game, you don't even need a board, just about how it's evolved through all of those different years and the different stories. I'm kind of glad that they're just bringing loads of different stuff out because it has passed as well, and I really like that about Cyberpunk.
I've just come to something new. I haven't. So we're now
Where are
we're
you
now
now?
into vehicular combat. So The Border Patrol decided that my bribe wasn't good enough, basically.
Oh.
And
Sounds
we're now
about
being
right.
chased down. There you go. We're now being chased down by the Border Patrol.
So this is where first person comes in handy because there's a lot of first person shooting.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to do this in third person.
Do you have a aim assist on, or do you just do it manually?
This, I believe, has aim assist on because I'm kind of, as soon as I hit the left trigger, if I'm near an enemy, I'm kind of snapping to it
Yeah.
slightly. I think if you're playing on PC, you've got kind of more freedom to do that with a mouse and keyboard. I think with sometimes with the controller, it's slightly easier to have a little bit of aim assist. I think it helps with the enjoyment of the game. So yeah.
It does.
Oh,
Makes you feel powerful. Makes you feel like you can just keep banging out headshots when you've got aim assist on.
And then I think I'm amazing at the game, and then I kind of jump into an online element, and then I rub it.
Do you know what I love? I love a good hanging out of a car, shooting some people behind you. I think it's great.
There we go. This pistol is super powerful. I'm blowing up cars with it.
How much ammo do you have? Have you got a decent amount of bullets there,
I
or
think in this
how's it looking?
situation you have unlimited ammo.
Oh,
because
okay, cool.
But I think normally you have to find ammo from what
Yeah.
I've gathered. I was doing a tutorial yesterday, which was quite cool. You get the tutorial after you've done the prologue. So this
Oh,
kind of gives you
awesome.
the kind of core aspects that you need for the prologue. So it told
Yep.
us about vehicle combat and all those bits and pieces, how to move, how to drive. But then it actually gets and breaks the whole game down and going, this is how you hack, this is how you do stealth, this is how you do combat, all those bits and pieces. So it does break it down a little bit more for you.
How are you finding driving at night?
To be honest, it hasn't affected me at the moment. Obviously, that little bit there, I wasn't actually driving. But I think the detail is really, really good. The fact that the lights are actually emitting where they would in real life and all those bits and pieces as well.
Because we got some really good ray tracing in that Series
100%.
X.
So yeah, I'm kind of blown away by the visuals as well. I think the details that they've gone into this game are brilliant. Even just like Jackie walking around now, as he's walking in and out of the lights, you kind of see the reflections, the shadows come into play as they would be. So it's visually I'm really impressed by it. Even just the smaller details, like you've got stickers on the lockers and all the tools that are dotted around. It's just everything has its place. There's everything there for a reason. So which I think is really cool.
You just figured out we sit by patiently.
Awesome. I want to talk a little bit about the different characters that you get. So we know that we get nomads, but you also get fixers,
Yes.
ripper docs, netrunners, solo, and rocker boys.
I appreciate the
And I want to
honesty.
see some rocker boys, because to think about maverick musicians that have this anarchy against authority and can play a really good guitar riff, I
You're sold,
really,
right?
really want to see some. Yeah, I am. And one of them is Johnny
One
Silverhand,
of them
and I
is
really,
very
really.
much. Right, let's take a peek and see what's going on in this box. Because I have no idea what's in this box.
It says our
Because I haven't done this
crew.
Nomad kind of
We're
playthrough.
robbing some heavy
Okay.
hitters.
Maybe we'll make some heavy money.
So I'll wait and see. This could be. Oh, it's a fish.
Oh,
That was anticlimactic.
he's a
I was
fish.
hoping for some like loads of money or some like weapon upgrades.
Proper.
Oh no, it's not a fish. It's an iguana. I
Oh,
apologize. I'm obviously blind. I'm gonna poke it.
okay.
Poke iguana.
Oh, I can see why you thought it was a fish there, from the weird kind of angle.
Poke it. Poke it.
You think you can make some money on
Is it alive?
Yeah, I think it's like kind of been.
Is it frozen?
Yeah, it's been frozen in like cryogenesis. Is that the right word?
Oh,
So I think it's a valuable iguana that we've stolen and we're transporting. We were hoping it was something bigger and better than a pet.
Got the name Manny all thought out.
I mean, it may be
By the
like
way,
also a Gatling gun at the same time.
You never know in this
know.
game.
Night City.
You never know.
And a microwave. You have no idea.
Spent the last
I don't
years
think I fancy putting my food in an iguana to see if it heats
Probably
it
be
up.
waiting for you somewhere.
Mm,
No.
maybe not.
We decided.
So
to
who
go
knows?
our
In the
separate
world of
ways.
2077, this could be a possibility.
Exactly.
To go back to. But don't you worry. Let me help you find Diggs. You gotta
Dan
look
Cass has
for there.
put Johnny Silverhand is 88 in this, I
Okay.
think. But is he dead? Is he dead? Is he not
Who
dead? Is he
knows? And
dead?
that's like that.
Or is he
I think
not
that's a really
dead?
big question. I think what I kind of like about it is they haven't given you all the information in the trailers
Yep.
or anything like that. I think we see a lot of times with games and with movies and TV series is they show the best bits and all the story in the trailers.
Hey,
Is it alive now? Oh, okay. It thawed out.
Some quick thawing.
So what I quite like about this is there's so much that is unknown
hurry out of here.
that you don't know what's going to be happening. Like, what characters am I going to come into contact with? What choices matter? All those bits and pieces. We just don't know anything. We know a few bits. We know that obviously Johnny Silverhand's in it, but we don't know anything about him. So yeah, I'm kind of really looking forward to kind of seeing what's going to happen. So
I'm looking forward to.
this is where the game now for me has matched up. So this cutscene you get as you finish the prologue, no matter what faction you're in. And this is kind of the story of what's happened since prologue to present day.
Awesome.
So this kind of explains everything that's going on and all those bits and pieces.
I really love that since we've started playing, we've had 2 moments where we've looked in the mirror, and I really like that because it's just like a little, oh, even though it is a first person, here you are again. Here's your character.
Well, I think as well, like for me, I spent 45 minutes creating a character that really all I see primarily is their hands. Whereas being able to look in a mirror and stuff like that and go, oh yeah, I made that character. This is the design that I did. These are the choices that I made. It kind of gives purpose and reason behind doing it. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point in creating a character if you're never going to see it? And so I do like the fact that you still have the option, if you pass a mirror or anything like that, to be vain and ogle at yourself.
Definitely. I've had a hi message, but then I didn't answer in time, so then I got told off for being ignored by, and I'm very, very bad at all the names. I'm going to say Ida Leah. That's what I'm going to say. But hello, hi, if you're still there.
Chick we're looking for
Good.
is somewhere in this building.
Afternoon, it's still afternoon.
Evening?
Probably
Oh, it's not, Tom. It's nearly 6 p.m. Come on.
6 p.m. is when evening happens.
No. 4:30. I've told you this. We're not getting into this debate again.
No, because chat will get involved and I'll lose, and I'm not prepared to lose.
So if you're like eating your food
Down for some target practice
at 5 o'clock, that's your evening meal,
Who
right?
has dinner at 5?
Well, if you were having dinner at 5, you'd call it lunch. So don't even come for me right now.
I have dinner at like 8 o'clock at the night, so...
Oh no. I need to have time to. You meant to burn it off. You meant to like. Even if it's like 4:30, Adam, but you're more on my side than Tom, so it's okay.
So this is where you have the option of the tutorial. So you can,
Oh, you can skip it. That's awesome.
If you've played the game before, maybe second playthrough, or you go, you know what, I'm just going to see how it goes. You can skip
Wing
it. But we'll go through the tutorial. It's reasonably quick. It just kind of explains the core mechanics and the core metrics behind the game, on how to do the bits and pieces for that as well. I kind of rushed through it last night because I wanted to get into the game, and then I finished the tutorial and realized how late it was. I thought I should probably go to bed.
Do you think we'll do as much as you did last night?
At this rate, I say we've still got between kind of 15 minutes to half an hour left of playing. I finished the tutorial and stopped playing last night. So,
Okay, so it might match up.
We should, if not either match up or get a little bit further into the first kind of core missions.
Okay.
So spoilers
Cheeky.
for me, as I said.
Spoilers for me too.
It is a completely different character to what I play as, or I've created. So when I play it for myself, I'll play it completely differently anyway. So I think it's the best thing about this game.
Awesome. So let us know in the chat if you got Cyberpunk. Are you waiting till Christmas? Are you waiting till a birthday? Are you not waiting?
Or you waiting
Let
to
us know.
win on the Season 8 Easy Level Up prize.
Exactly. Enter the code. I have said I'm going to play it Christmas Day. It's going to be my Christmas. If I last, I don't know if I'll last. You
So are
know.
you hoping to get it for Christmas, or are you just going to buy it on Christmas Day yourself?
I've got it. So I've got it. It's installed.
What?
I installed the patch for it this morning, and
say?
it's there. But I don't want to. I want to carry on playing Valhalla because I'm invested. And the thing with me is as well is if I'm playing multiple games, and I was talking to Jess about this the other day. If you're playing multiple games and they've got different controls, it can really mess with your head, and you start playing the controls from another game in another game. So I at least want to bash out some more Valhalla.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to jumping back into Dark Souls after playing this, because it's going to be all over the place. And what I quite like about the cover system in this, as much as obviously because it is first person, you can't see what over it. Even if I'm crouched, if I'm next to cover and then aim, you automatically like pop up, and then as soon as I let go, you then duck back behind cover. You don't have to press B.
So you don't have to crouch. Yeah.
But I need to pick up some health kits, and then I need to use the health kit to progress the tutorial.
Tom, I'm going to ask you a really niche question, and I don't know if you'll know the answer.
Go for it.
Can you eat to give yourself health? Or does it have to be health kits? Can you just like find an apple and be like, hey, yes, health?
I'm not entirely sure.
Good question. Thanks.
But you do get consumables. So I found some cola earlier that gave me better stamina regeneration.
Yes. I'm guessing there's no apples
So
because it's
there may
futuristic.
not be apples.
But I guess the same kind of thing applies if you find these weird, wonderful drinks and bits and bobs. That will help you with your health.
100%. I'm going to sprint over here, and I'm going to come up behind
I like that you've got a yellow gun.
yellow gun. Yes, very futuristic. So this is just kind of going through the basic core mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
So how to melee, how to crouch, how to shoot. That was kind of your combat basics. We've now got into hacking as well, and what the hacking abilities can do. So whether you use that to hack to attack an enemy, hack to distract an enemy, all of those bits and pieces as well. So as we've got here, hold the left bumper on the Xbox controller to open up your kind of hacking optics, and you can kind of go over and hack certain objects, see what they are able of doing. So this computer has a vulnerability of being taken over or malfunctioning, and then you can just let go, and that stops your hacking. You can get back into the game. But at the moment, I have this this enemy looking at me, but I need to go and try and take him out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my hacking area, and I can see that this screen behind me is hackable, and I've got the option of pinging it, so that will then reveal it to me when I'm not hacking, so you can ping enemies and stuff like that, so you always know where they are. Or I can then use it to distract enemies.
Oh, I like that.
So then
I like a good distraction tool.
So I'm going to distract with the screen. That's going to take a couple of seconds to actually happen. That's now been hacked. He's turned round, and I can come up behind him and take him out.
Stealth. Amazing.
Now, next question is, are we lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal.
You going lethal? We're going to kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, that was brutal.
Since it's a tutorial, which means they're not real because it's a tutorial, then yeah.
Oh.
But does that mean that will impact you in? I guess it will in the game if you choose to kill people, if you choose to knock them out.
Potentially, it could have a moral standing. If obviously you're more likely to get caught if you're killing people and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
But you have a very Hitman-esque method now. Is once you've killed or taken down someone, you can pick them up and actually then hide the body.
This is what I do on Assassin's Creed all the time. Put them in the bushes.
Put them in the bushes. And then if they're next to a container, you can kind of do it in one kind of solid movement. So I can grab them, kill and hide body, or then take down and hide body. But I'm taking this one down. I naturally press Y because that's what I'm used to. So I'm a very in games, especially like Deus Ex, there are achievements for completing the game without killing anybody apart from bosses. And I always try and aim for those achievements because it's a real sense of achievement type thing.
Oh, good moral standing there, Tom.
So I now can hack into a camera, so I can then take control of this camera, and this gives me a better viewpoint of what is below me. So from my point there, I'm in that window just there in the middle of the screen. There's two characters just here. What I can do is I can go. I've got the ability to detonate a grenade that he's holding, which could potentially take out both the enemies. However, my chipset in my head doesn't have enough RAM. I've only got 9 RAM to be able to do actions with. But this costs 11 to do it. What you can do is actually breach their kind of security and to enable you to do things at a lower cost of pricing. It just takes time to be able to do it. And then when you're in the breach protocol area, you've got to basically work out the unique code to be able to do that bits and pieces. So for this, you use your left thumbstick to move across, and you've got the sequence in the middle of the screen: 55, 55, BD, 55. So click 55. Next one. Next one. Next one. That has now enabled me to hack and reduce the amount of RAM needed to be able to detonate that grenade. I'm going to detonate that grenade. That's going to happen, which then should hopefully kill both the enemies.
Hmm.
There we go. It's worked
Cool.
swimmingly.
There's so many different ways that you can get things done.
Yes. And I'm very much a stealth player, so I'm going to be really taking advantage of the hacking abilities, pinging all my enemies, seeing if I can take out the enemies without me even being in the same room as them. Once again, very Hitman-esque. I'm playing Hitman 2 at the moment, as well as Dark Souls, Cyberpunk,
7 other games.
Hitman. Guys, if you know me, you know my pile of shame is ridiculous. My wife always shouts at me for starting a new game when I haven't completed the previous one. But that's just the way I do it, and then I complain that I've got so many games to play. Leave me
It's
to
the way you roll.
complain. Leave me to complain.
Games Guru has said, did you two delay this week's easy level up today to coincide with the Cyberpunk release day?
100%.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
There'll be nothing
So that's
worse.
why we're here.
As we'll
Thursday.
get into at the end of the stream, obviously, a couple of you guys will already know we're changing what we're doing next week, but we'll talk about that later, which technically means this is the last proper easy level up of the year.
Oh, so why not go out with the bang
Why
and
not go out
play
with the bang?
Cyberpunk on release day?
On release day. Because otherwise, we've been playing until next year, and then you can't do that. So what we're doing now is actually tagging these enemies. So using my hacking optics, I'm going in, highlighting them, pressing in the right thumbstick, and now, even though I can't see them, I can see outlines of them, so I always know where they are. So it's really, really good for people that are into your stealth playthroughs. So gonna press crouch, be quieter, have smaller kind of outlines, harder to see. They do take a while to fully spot you, so you'll kind of see that red bar kind of filled up. As you kind of play, you'll see it kind of pop in. You've got to make sure you get out of sight as quickly as possible. So I've got to get over to there, but I think this guy will see me. So I think I have to take him out. I'm worried I'm going to get spotted. Can I hack anything?
I do love that you can see through walls where everybody is.
Yes, 100%. I'm going to crouch this way, move over here, and the closer you are to an enemy when you're trying to get past them, the more likely they are to see you quicker. Whereas the further away you are,
Oh, I thought you were going to say the more likely you are to kill them if you go for them.
that's very true. You can tell what type of character I play as. Oh, I've just been spotted.
Uh-oh. Run.
It was at this moment Tom knew he messed up.
Yes. Change the words. Well done.
Now the same thing.
As I started saying
I've had
it,
a
I went,
question.
I have to change the words here. Think of the word I need to change it to.
Thank you for messed up. I've had a question from Dave Atkins. I'm not sure if we'll be able to answer this
Okay.
one. Just talking about voting for backward compatibility titles again, as Xbox team said they'll revisit it. I'm not sure if anything's come up around that. I haven't heard anything.
As of yet, they have said they are going to be looking at bringing out some new backwards compatibility titles. At the moment, there's nothing been announced for us to be able to vote or suggest games. But as I said, they are going to be revisiting it, so it may be the case of something happening.
But I guess that'd be something we'd shout about on our socials, which we can plug now. So below us you have our social handles on Instagram and other various things. So maybe if we find out and you follow us, then we can let you know.
100%. Awesome. So we have finished that tutorial, and the last one is just advanced combat. So this puts everything you've learned from the prologue and all of the training aspects, and you're now put into kind of an arena.
Take 'em down.
So it kind of talks you through like the last few bits about hand-to-hand combat and weapon combat and all those bits and pieces. And we've been told to take down this high-level enemy. Usually with stealth, you can automatically kill anybody with a stealth takedown. However, high-level enemies automatically break your hold. So you actually can't take down high-level enemies. So you can't sneak
Okay,
them
that'll do.
to be able to do it.
Now maybe we find someone closer to your weight
You
class.
constantly got to be thinking about, do I take on this enemy or not?
Yep. Yep.
Right, just
The detail when when you've gone for the enemy and it's close to you, the detail's outstanding.
this
Like
as I
close up
said,
detail.
it's all the small things that they've really thought about and kind of put in, which I think is really cool. You might be able to hear my pooch now as well.
I can hear the little pooch.
So you have got light and
Pooch is-
strong attacks. Right trigger
Awesome.
for light attacks, and then hold right trigger to build up for the strong attack and all those bits and pieces. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. Do you know what? The puppy's going, go Tom! Kill this person,
she's
go
now in
Tom, you can
playtime.
do it.
She's now in playtime.
Cute.
So if the enemy is blocking, you have to use a strong attack to stop the block, basically.
Yep.
I hit the blocking enemy 3 times. Oh, with fast attacks. Boom. 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 There we go. Did it.
I like a fighting mechanic where you have to think about it and you have to logically make sense of this is how you have to fight this enemy, this is how you have to fight this person's fighting style.
Yep.
Even though it's a lot to remember, when you get it, cool.
Oh, you just sounded like a robot then. I don't know if anybody else heard it, if it was just me. No, still robot. Oh no, you're back.
Oh.
Kind of.
Oh no. Sorry guys, we're using Skype. Maybe.
Could also be my internet as well. Yeah, you've disappeared now, unfortunately, as well.
Oh, have I really?
Oh no, you're back again. Could be my internet.
Have I? Am I here? What's
Oh,
going
no,
on?
you're back. You're back. Awesome. Guys, taking us to Lev Technology. Last week we had Jer shrinking, but this time we had you disappear. But you're back again, so
Sorry.
it's all fine.
It'll be the internet. It's the internet.
Now this fool
So there is also
loses
something you can
footing
also
every time
counter,
he swings.
which is always a brave move. So you have to wait until the last possible moment to block. And I can never time it right. But if you time it right, you automatically do a counter attack, which kind of stuns them as well. And you go into a little bit of slow motion.
Cool.
You're getting the timing wrong. There we go. So it stuns them a little bit, and then we've learnt the dodge mechanic as well. So I've got to dodge some attacks.
V, want to see this fool punch in air next.
And
Don't
then
let
we'll
him land
finish
anything.
off the tutorial with a little bit of a battle.
Yes.
Defeat the enemy. Right. Punch,
You've
punch,
done well
punch,
in mastering the way of the fool.
Because
James
we put
Geary
so
says,
much
use the
into
old 1-2 punch.
Move on to
100%.
melee.
And now we've picked up a katana. I was going to call her it's a cortana then. No, katana. So we've now got a yellow. So we've got a melee weapon.
I love that everything's yellow. Great.
Because we've got really high body, we're dealing so much more damage with like our fists
Good.
and our melee weapons.
Now show me what you've learned.
This is a cool sword. It's like a samurai sword.
It is very much. But we've now got some. The last bit. Die. Die. Stop. Still got loads of health left though. There is a slide
Good.
mechanic as well. You press
Oh, I
B
love
when
the-
you're sprinting. You slide.
Good stuff.
Oh, I like sliding. I like that with every strike of your sword, there seems to be this lovely yellow frost and fog coming off it, which is really cool. Some fumes,
As I
sword
said,
fumes.
All the details. 'Cause obviously, as kind of metal's hitting metal, it's going to spark and all those bits and pieces. It's not just like a thud. It's a very sharp weapon. They think about everything, whether it's a muzzle flash or a grenade explosion, all those bits and pieces.
Not bad,
It
huh?
is very much
Now we can get down to biz.
all the details are thought of, which I think is cool.
Dave has asked another question around
Let's do
Xbox Velocity architecture
Cool.
and the ray tracing that is in the Series X.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, is there a difference between the
This way.
Series X version of the ray tracing and what you'd get on PC? But I think it depends what kind of graphical capability your PC has.
Yes.
But I'll let you answer it, Tom.
So we are using, in the Xbox Series X and Series S, we are using DirectX 12 Ultimate technology, which is the same technology that is used in PCs. So wrong button. Oh, there we go. Better be closer. There we go. So it's the same technology we find in PC. So if your graphics card has ray tracing enabled in your PC, it will be the same technology that we're using in the Series X and Series S as well. So hopefully that answers your question.
Cool. Thanks, Tom.
No worries.
Resident gaming expert.
At least it was a question I could answer. It could have been something about something else, and I've been like, I have no idea.
Then we would find out and get back to you.
100%. 100%. Calm the hell down. I don't know what we were talking about.
So who was speaking to you in the left-hand
so
corner?
It's one of Jackie's contacts. It was the same lady that talked us through the tutorial.
Yep.
So we've now got her as a contact.
Awesome.
I'm going to pull out my gun, because Jackie's pulled out his gun, his double gun.
Okay, so you're getting ready.
Getting ready.
Cool.
The door is
Double
30
guns,
meters
yes.
away. I got my.
So what are we expecting to find?
Oh, wave inside. Go inside. Go away.
Hurry.
Target should be inside. Okay.
Try hacking the door. Hack door. Open. Open the door. Oh, that was cool. That you can kind of work your way round. You automatically lean when you get to a doorway.
I like that. Oh, did you just get hit in the face?
Did I get what?
Oh no, it was the door. I was thinking, did you get hit in the face earlier? But I think the door kind of closed on you.
Oh, potentially. Potentially. Yeah, this is all brand new to me now. This is brand new part of the story.
Cool.
So we've come into this apartment. Few collectibles to find. Inspect the corpse.
So this looks like a Ripper doc has been involved.
Like a Ripper
There's
doc.
been some cybernetic prosthetics and a bad case of the old surgery
Yeah,
on the
certainly did not
table.
go well. But let's get to the next room. Open the door.
The amount of detail. I would have spent longer looting, to be honest, Tom.
Oh,
I do like a good look around to see what there is.
there we go. We found the guy. If we can take him out.
Go on, V, let's
Grab
go.
him. And kill. Oh no! I meant to kill him. I didn't. I knocked him out. Like I'm so used to pressing Y, not X. Yeah, this guy's had some serious modifications. Like he's pretty black market Ripper doc, I believe. So finding some health packs. Yeah, I do believe that most of the consumables will relate to stamina, but your health packs will relate to obviously regaining health. So to go back to a previous point that you were talking about.
Random question. Is this game particularly gory? Because of all the...
From what
Like,
I've seen so far, like you do
surgery
get
stuff.
blood splatter.
Yeah.
We snapped a guy's neck earlier, like pretty brutally. I wouldn't necessarily say gory, but there's definitely violence. Quite a heavy violent game. I believe it's an 18 rated. Peggy.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you are expecting obviously sex, violence, drug use, gambling, all those bits and pieces.
And the naughty, naughty curse words.
And the naughty curse words. Wait while staying unnoticed.
I like that Jackie's here to lead you through.
Yes. Neutralize the scavenger, optional.
So I'm guessing eventually you'll be doing stuff on your own, so it's really cool that you've got Jackie
I assume.
there.
Let's make up first. Left or right?
Left.
Killed him.
Whisper. I like how you're whispering, like they can hear you.
They can hear me.
They can't hear you, Tom.
So because we killed this guy, we can then pick up a weapon. It's actually worse damage per second than the weapon we've already got, but we are going to take it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could sell it or something later.
100%. But we have also got some loose fits with micro mesh underlayer, which has better armor than the one that I currently have as well. So I'm actually going to equip that. I've got some better armor on my legs. I'm going to take that weapon, and I've got a frag grenade there as well. Awesome.
I like that it pixelates the identity out so you can't see who you killed.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm in a hostile area. Okay.
But my point was a good point.
It wasn't me. It blurs out.
Thank you. Thank you. Reminds me of Black Mirror, that does. This would be perfect for a.
So what's quite good for anyone that has played Metal Gear Solid in the past or your Hitman games, the map in the top right-hand corner actually has like cones of vision for your enemies. If you are playing a stealth character, you know exactly where you can stand and you can't stand to be spotted. Which is super handy. Oh, there is a guy over there. Defeat the scavenger leader. Okay. Is there any other weapons around here that I can pick up? No. So I'm just going to use a trusty pistol. And I hack him. Ooh, I can short circuit him, or I can reboot his optics, when I think he becomes blind. I'm going to short circuit him. Or I can breach and do both, maybe? Let's just short circuit. Oh, yeah, he took damage. Let's short circuit.
Then it's like,
No, he's still alive. There you go. Killed him. 'Cause I'm pro.
there are a lot of different options that you can do.
Yeah. Oh, God. You can still
Loot some
hack
stuff.
in what I'm looking for. In combat.
Yep.
Okay.
I love your concentration, Tom.
Sorry.
Really enjoying it. It's fine. This is it. You're getting into the game. This is what we say. We say immersive.
Yeah, 100%. And this has enabled, like, I've learned some new things. I've said this is ahead of where I got into my own personal game through. So kind of, I know how to do it when I actually do it next time as well. And it enables us to see a different aspect of it. Obviously, different dialogues depending on who you've picked, depending on how you interact with different areas. So, what do you think?
I'm going to ask you a question as you've been going around picking things up. And I'll probably ask this for quickfire questions because we know we're running out of quickfire questions on the video cast. Do you pick up everything, or do you look at what it is that you're picking up, or do you just go, yep, like X, 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 Y, 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 Y?
Oh, that's a
You get
pink
everything up.
shotgun.
Amazing.
Love it. At the start of a game, I generally pick up everything. Because you never know what's going to be good and what's going to be bad. You can obviously sell stuff to make some money.
Yeah.
All those bits and pieces. Generally, at the start of a game, I pick up everything. As I kind of get medium to late game, I then start to be slightly more picky about what I choose.
Awesome.
So let's pick up these last few bits and move through the last.
That
door.
shotgun is amazing. I love a shotgun. You get so much impact from firing a shotgun.
See if I. Right, the last room open. Ah, it's a very dead man. Oh, it's the young
Not
woman.
just dead, just very dead.
The young woman. Oh no, there's the young woman.
I got a stomach of steel, but
That's who I'm looking for. Get the man out of the way.
Check body.
Think I got it.
Ah.
Got our target.
Was there a stethoscope on the bath? Is it a bath?
About to
Yeah, it's a
find out.
bath, so there's like some
B, jack
like
into our biomon. Need to know what we're dealing with.
scissory, scalpely things.
I thought she was a mannequin. I'm not gonna lie when you picked her up.
A syringe. So I'm going to check her bio monitor.
Jacking
So
in.
you can use the cable that's in your arm, connect it to her to see kind of what happened to her, see what she last saw. all those bits
Oh,
and
no
pieces.
way. That's awesome.
NC570442. Trauma Team Platinum.
platinum.
Yeah, we know that she's part of the
Trauma
trauma
sure
team
did if she
membership,
sneezed.
what level she was,
Transmitter sig.
social certification, credit cards, everything is stored on your body in this world. And that means that if you're clever enough, you can hack into it and find out everything you need to find out about any victims or any people that you need to know more about. So, which is cool.
Scott Muncher's hack,
Cool.
huh?
That's awesome. You'd think there'd be less crime, really, but it
think.
seems like there's quite a lot of crime going on.
Yeah.
Bullet. That'll be what's
There's
needed
black
by
market. So we found the guy that has killed this lady. So we're going to pull the shard out.
Found a shard. Remove
Got
it
what we
now.
need to get.
Check the
She's not going to take her to a hospital or nothing, Tom. You're just going to leave her in the icy
I
bath.
think she's
Rude.
definitely too far gone for a hospital, I think.
An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180
So,
seconds.
oh, we've told,
Trauma will be here in 3
I
minutes.
think that now I've got to get out of here in 180 seconds as the trauma team are on their way because she's now
Oh.
registered as dead.
Okay.
I think.
Do they know that you've hacked? I wonder if they know that you've hacked.
Don't know.
Oh, well, that's cool. Then you don't have to take her to the hospital. Don't
Let's
worry
get her
about it.
off
They're coming.
the ice. Okay, so I can pick her up. So I'm being nice. You said let's take her to a hospital.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
do
Are
that.
you gonna take? Are you gonna take her to the hospital? Oh no.
Oh no, I think I'm just putting her on the floor.
V, need
Oh.
Jackie, air hypo. Fuck, this is bad.
Hey, catch, vato!
I think I'm saving her. Maybe. Maybe? I'm trying to save her. That was a very Pulp Fiction moment, if anyone's seen Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Holy
Yes.
shit, it worked.
Yes.
Adrenaline
100%.
straight into the heart.
Get her outside.
Right.
Does she have a name?
Sandra is her name. That
I was just about
haven't
to
made
be
that
like,
up.
Sandra,
That's
come on.
actually her name. I just haven't pulled a name out of thin air. Right, carry Sandra to the terrace. Carry Sandra to the terrace. Oh. I'm gonna give her conformity. See, I'm taking her to hospital, Hannah.
That's nice. Well done, Tom.
Wait for the
The colours are insane in this game.
oh,
Look
wait
at
by the
this.
door to the terrace.
You've gone too far. You literally tried to give her to a vehicle.
I did. And now they've come out the vehicle. Hopefully they'll take her off my hands. Go and save her. Stretcher.
This is awesome. I love that there's loads of
Place
these colours that we see. There's bright blue, bright pink, bright yellow, everywhere.
All the
Little
neon.
glimpse of it throughout, and I love that.
Oh, I got shoved off. I just helped. How the hell have you just
We
gone?
know you helped. We know you helped. Don't worry.
Oh.
And you did very
I
well.
got that.
Not showing any
I tried to. I tried as best as I
nudity
could
areas.
to
You
keep
did
the
well.
nudity
I
to-
noticed that you were trying.
There's some aspects you can't stop, but it is one of those games. Right, there we go. So, Sandra's been taken off
Awesome.
to hospital. Hopefully, it's going to be saved.
Maybe she'll come back then, and she'll be like, "Hey, I know you. You saved me
She
that
saved
one
me all the
time."
You never know. Choices mean absolutely everything in this game.
Exactly.
Shit show's
Consequences.
over.
Jackie's like,
See you in the near
what was
future.
going on?
What happened there?
Listen, man.
And then we're going to head back into the elevator
Mind if I borrow your wheels?
and then head back down to the car, I believe. I think that
Awesome.
would be an
I got a date
appropriate
with
place to
Misty, but-
stop because we are getting to time.
Intro.
It's
We
almost like
are.
it was all planned.
Only you hanging, Jack.
Almost.
Almost.
Really cool though. I am
Thank you.
looking forward to playing it,
Drive you home.
and there's been a lot happen,
It's all
and we're
yours.
still pretty much just at the beginning of the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
almost forgot.
we've played for
Wakako on
about
the
an
cruise.
hour.
Tell
We've
her
done
Mm-hmm.
the prologue, the tutorial, and the first mission.
Save Sandra. Awesome.
Let's phone this guy.
V,
Hello.
how did it go? Our client.
That is actually how you answer the phone as well, Tom.
It is. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. V speaking. I don't sound that posh. V's from
I
the
beg to
Badlands.
differ.
V's a nomad.
No, I just mean you, as in Tom Mosley.
Tom Mosley. She'll live.
Of course she's alive.
So yeah, that's the kind of what I assume is kind of the end of the first mission. This is going to start expanding into the main game, giving us the ability to upgrade ourselves as a Cybertronic person, getting all these upgrades, and depending on how you want to play the game is going to depend on what you pick. You can pick something like Gorilla Arms, that means you can rip turrets out of the ground, open up closed doors that are usually locked, and anybody that doesn't have Gorilla Arms can't gain access to. I've gained some street cred there as well. I'm assuming that has a positive attribute to earning street cred.
I'm driving.
I'm all going to be about hacking and stealth. That's going to be my key thing there. And before I get into the passenger seat, I'll leave it there and I'll transfer back to the main camera. But hopefully, guys, that's given you a little bit of a sneak peek into the world of Night City and Cyberpunk 2077. I can't wait to delve into it more myself and my own character. As I said, I hope that I haven't deleted everything that I did by starting a new game for you guys. But that's my own
But it's
fault for
okay,
not checking.
because we have a new V now.
We do have a new V. We do, very much so.
A good V. I'm excited. I'm really excited to play. I think it's one of these games. There's so much that you could just keep talking about, and there's so many different elements, and then it's so cool. And it is the epitome of cool. It's so cool.
It's so cool. It's all the neon. It's futuristic. It's everything I love in a game,
Yes.
which is why I'm super hyped for it.
Awesome.
Hannah, did you enjoy watching? whet your appetite a little bit? Is it going to
Of
cause you
course.
to break down and
Oh.
not wait till Christmas?
I'm gonna try because I want to come downstairs Christmas morning,
Mhm.
do the big stretch, Christmas PJs on, grab some chocolate, and just sit and play Cyberpunk until I've got to make Christmas dinner. That to me sounds like the perfect Christmas morning.
Sounds
So
like a Christmas.
we'll see.
I don't play games. I generally very rarely play games anymore on Christmas Day because I'm visiting. I'll go and visit my mum and dad as kind of obviously the new bubbles that we're allowed to go and visit nowadays. Yeah, visiting my mum and dad on Christmas Day. So in the morning, get up, do myself and my wife's presents, and then head over to my parents' house to have Christmas dinner there. So,
Cute.
and obviously I don't have my Xbox there, so I won't be playing Cyberpunk definitely.
This is why if you host Christmas dinner, you have your things.
True.
That's
I think
why
in the future
my
we will be
board
hosting
games, my
Christmas.
Xbox. Yeah.
We do play as Quiz Time, which is an amazing party game, an amazing quiz game that you can play on your mobile phone, and really good with family
Oh,
and friends.
awesome. That's cool. But if you want to see more party games, then check out the video cast that happened on Monday where we played Overcooked 2 and we talk about party games.
Yes, plug. Segue.
Plug.
Yes.
What else should we plug, Tom? Anything else to plug?
Well, as I kind of alluded to earlier, this is technically the last proper easy level up stream of the year. However, next week we are still
we sing it?
streaming. Sorry?
Can we sing it?
You can definitely sing it. Because I can't sing. I'm glad that a certain music video that we recorded today, I had to lip sync.
Oh, God.
Because, yeah, I definitely can't sing. But next week, we have the...
I wish I had some reverb like Adam does on his stream deck. We have 5 festive streams. There you go.
We do. We have the 5 festive streams. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hannah, Adam, and myself are going to be streaming every single day from 2 o'clock till 6 p.m. In the afternoon. We're going to be streaming a variety of games, all with different themes and subjects throughout the week. On Monday, we have Hannah.
We have multiplayer Monday,
You
Tom.
have multiplayer Monday. And what game are you playing on multiplayer Monday?
I'm going to be playing Red Dead Online, and I'm very, very excited. I'm going to create a new character on Sunday, all ready for
okay.
Monday.
You're going
And we're going
brand
to go
new.
in brand new, yeah.
So are you joined by anybody?
Hopefully, we're going to have some special guests from the field team that will be making their way in with us, but we'll double check to see who exactly it will be, but you should recognize some people on there.
100%. Then on Tuesday, we have what we're referring to as Triumph Tuesday. So we're going to be going through all of the Game Pass Game Pass quest games. So anything that has specific quests, we're going to try and unlock those quests. And then also look at the Microsoft rewards and play the games to get some reward points and see if we can earn any points to be able to either give to charity or get some credit and all those bits and pieces for that. And also doing some achievement hunting if we manage to clear through all of those games as well. So yeah, if there are any achievements that you're stuck on or unsure about, let me know at my work Instagram account down below, and I'll hopefully be able to tackle on those.
Awesome.
Wednesday we have you again, Hannah.
Yeah, we do. It's What's New Wednesday. And if I don't get pressured by everybody to play Cyberpunk, I am going to begin with Valhalla and play some Valhalla. And it is a 4-hour stream because we're streaming 2 till 6. So we'll see if the pressure
Plenty of gameplay.
happens. But yeah, Valhalla for Wednesday. And then
on Valhalla,
Thursday's you. Huh?
Are you for Valhalla? Are you continuing with your current save? or
Yeah,
you,
I am. I'm going to continue with my Eivor. We're going to get stuff done.
Get stuff
I really
done.
want to go to Norway and get this special axe that I haven't got yet.
Okay.
So that's going to be one of the first things that I do when we play Valhalla on Wednesday.
Look forward to that on Wednesday.
Yes.
But yes, Thursday is back to me, as you said, Hannah, and it is Throwback Thursday, as anybody
Yes.
all knows. And we're going back to one of my favourite games in my teenage years, which is Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of
Yeah.
Liberty, absolutely phenomenal espionage game. So I saw a couple of people posting earlier, just shouting, "Snake! Snake! Snake!" So yeah, we're going to be playing some backwards compatible 360 game of Metal Gear Solid 2. And then who have we got on Friday, Hannah? What have we got on Friday?
We have Adam Schofield, the one and only legend that he is, and he will be taking part in Forerunner Friday, where he will be diving into Destiny 2. Because if you cut him, he bleeds Destiny, so it's very apt that he's playing that.
Very true. Yeah. When I mentioned to Adam and Hannah about, oh, do you want to stream for a week? Both of them jumped down my throat at the chance to be able to do it. And Adam went, "I'm playing Destiny 2, by the way." I'm like, Okay, we'll work that around you. We'll make sure you're playing Destiny. So that
All
very
run
much
a
works out.
Friday.
And he should also be joined by some field team members as well,
Yes.
all going well. So yeah, field team with Hannah on Monday, hopefully, and field team with Adam on Friday. And then all the streams in between. Every single stream, we are giving away 1 month Game Pass Ultimate codes. It is not one per stream. We are giving at least 4 codes away every single stream. So make sure you tune in from 2 p.m. every single day.
So that's like
and
20 codes.
at least 20 codes we're giving away.
20 months of Game Pass Ultimate.
And
Wow.
it is open to absolutely anybody that watches us on our Twitch channel. So we're only going to be streaming on Twitch. And if you watch us on Twitch, you're able to win these codes. You don't have to be verified on Expert Zone like a lot of our other giveaways are, such as the Season 8 prize giveaway with the code above me over there. And then on Monday as well, before Hannah jumps in with Multiplayer Monday, we have the video cast going out on a slightly earlier time, so Hannah can then get ready for Multiplayer Monday. And we're going to be talking all about Cyberpunk, talking more details, so make sure you jump in on Monday for that. We have one of our other evangelists from our Mir team, and we also have Mr. Tygo Nichols himself, Greg Nichols, our boss, joining us as well. So plenty to look forward to next week. I know the majority of people are finishing school next week as well, so it'll be a nice way to kind of chill out. And I know a lot of offices are closing. Retail guys, I feel your pain. I did Christmas in retail for 9 years, so I know that we have to work for Christmas. We are here for you.
And we are here for your product knowledge, so you can watch us for product knowledge.
And then you can recommend all of these games to all these customers and all those bits and pieces. But Hannah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say other than you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
Still my favorite
It's
quote.
amazing. But yeah, I think we're all good, aren't we?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Hannah, thank you very much for hosting and talking us through and doing
Thanks,
all bits
Tom.
and pieces.
Sorry that I've frozen. I really can't wait to watch back and see what face I was pulling when I froze.
yeah.
So that's going to be a treat.
It wasn't that long ago, so we can definitely jump in. But it did fix
Amazing.
itself, which is all good. But guys, until next week when we have the 5 festive streams, it is taking Easy Live and Easy Level Up out of the stream schedule, but we're still doing video casts, so you are still getting our lovely faces. But until next week, guys,
Awesome.
I'll see you then. Bye.
Take it easy. Bye.